People, today is the day I'm going to go over the trading strategy that I'm using. That got me my last payout. Was going to get me this payout that I messed up. But this is it. This is how we're going to go about it. This is how I go about it trading. And it's simple as pie. I'm literally going to take it to you. It's literally a 3-step kind of thing. There's nothing more than you need than these 3 things you see on the screen. The first is the exponential moving average, the EMA. That's number 1. That's the first thing you're going to need. Everyone can get that. Second is the engulfing candle. You need to know what it is. If you don't know what it is, I'm about to tell you. It's right here. It's the simplest thing, I promise. And the third thing you need, which is the hardest thing, is patience. I promise you. The strategy is extremely simple. But have you got the patience for it? Have you got the patience? Because patience pays. You even write that there. Let me even write that. Patience equals pay, equals your payout, equals your money. That's what it equals in this. So first, the exponential moving average. As you can see, I already got them here on the top of my screen, but I'm going to show you how to get them if you don't know. You're going to go up to here on Trading View on the phone. It's a little bit different, but you'll find it. It looks like this. And you're just going to type in EMA, or you're going to type in moving average. And when you see moving average exponential, that's what you want to click. And you want to click it twice. You want to click it twice. Even got free Trading View Premium. No, free Trading View. You should be able to get it. 2. I think the max is 3 or 2. I don't know what it is now, but you should be able to get it. So click it twice. And you want to go hover over it and click the settings. And you want to change 1 to the length of 50 and 1 to the length of 21. So that's the first 2 steps there. Or the first step, but the 2 steps in that first step. Now next, I'm going to teach you what an engulfing candle is. So if you don't already know, an engulfing candle, how I define it, is when the body of a candle closes above or beneath the previous candle. So I'm going to give you 2 examples, the bullish example and a bearish example. So going up example or going down example. Simple as that. So if we were to be going up and we were taking a buy trade, we want to see an engulfing candle, a candle that closes above the previous sell candle, and we want it to be a sell candle. It can't engulf another buy candle. We don't want it to be another green candle. We want it to engulf a sell candle. Cool. How is this done? So what happens is this candle's all moving about. You know how candles move, body moving, wicking, rotate, up, down, and then the candle closes. The candle could close anywhere as long as it's a red candle, bro. It could be the smallest body possible. It could be this red candle for all I care. Do you know what I'm saying? So don't worry about all of that if that was a question you're going to ask. It doesn't matter what kind of red candle, as long as the candle is red. Now, this next candle, all that needs to happen without this, when the candle form starts here, moves up, obviously goes all the way up to the top of the wick and moves down, whatever. We just want this candle to close above the highest point of the previous candle. Literally, which at this point is the wick. Sometimes the top candle don't have a wick. The top of the candle don't have a wick and the candle may have just gone straight down. But all we need is for the candle to close above the top of that bearish candle, wherever the highest point was. Even if it closed 1 pip above, engulfing. It's engulfed. Literally, as simple as that. And there we go. So let's say we have this close right here. Boom. That's all we need. That is now counted as an engulfing candle. And the same thing goes for the sell. So what we'd have a green candle. So we'd have a bullish candle going up. And then we'd have a sell candle. So obviously this bullish candle has done all this tomfoolery, rare tear, and it's closed right here. And then we've had our sell candle open. At first it maybe was a buy for a bit. We have this little wick up here, and then we drop. We might drop down here, might even go a bit further. I didn't draw out the wick, but there we go. And then we end up coming back on maybe, oh no, we're not going to engulf. But then we do engulf, yeah, right here. All we need to do is close below the lowest point of this buy candle, whether that's the body and it has no wick or it's the wick. We need to close below, and as soon as we close below, that's an engulfing. Do you know what I'm saying? Always wait for that close. Patience, it pays. Always wait for that close. All right, cool. There we go. So let's say we close literally right there, or we end up closing very, very convincingly. We close down here. That's all we need. That's the extent of your engulfing candle. That's the extent. When we're going up, we need to engulf a red candle or a downwards candle. When we're going down, we need to engulf a green candle. Simple as that. Now, let's move on to the charts and show how we're going to use these moving averages in conjunction with the engulfing candles in order to get a trade. So let's go to the chart right here. So here we are on the chart. And you know what, yeah? Thankfully enough, we have a trade example right here. We have a trade example right here that literally just happened maybe like an hour or so ago. Why are we tweaking out? There we go. Yeah, it's happened maybe an hour or so ago. So how do we start? We start on the 4-hour chart. We start on the 4 hour, don't mind all those other trades there. The 4 hours where we start. And this is going to be the base of the direction in which we trade. So as you can see, we've got 2 moving averages. I haven't changed the color of mine, but I should probably change the color. Let me change the color because they're both slightly blue in it. So let's change it to, I don't know. I don't really care. Orange. Calm. So whichever one you decide to choose, I chose to change the color of the 21 moving average, yeah. So for me, this 21 moving average, whether it's above or below the 50 moving average, is going to determine which way we're trading. So if we're below the 50 moving average and we've crossed down and we're trading and it's all moving down below, that means we're selling. When it crosses up and we're above the 50, we're buying. Simple as pie. Literally simple as that. So cool. That's step number 1. We see what direction we're going in on the 4 hour. Step number 2, we're going to drop down to the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, are we going in the same direction as the 4 hour? Because all these time frames, they move differently, which means the 4 hour may still be up while the 1 hour is crossed down. And it may take a while for the 4 hour to cross. Well, that's why we need to have patience so we can get paid. Simple as that. So cool. Is the 1 hour in the same direction? Yes. Step 3. Calm. Goes to 30 minute. Is the 30 minute also in the same direction? And in this case, yes it is. Simple as pie. So what do we do from here and how do we take a trade? So what we'd want to do is when we see all these 3 time frames are moving in conjunction, they're moving in the same direction, we want to wait for a retracement to at least the 21 moving average. And we need the market to touch it, whether that's on the 1 hour, the 4 hour, or the 30 minute. The 30 minute being the lowest time frame in which we're going to take a trade on, in which we're going to wait for an engulfing candle. 30 minute is the lowest time frame. Yes, previously in my videos, you may see me take 15-minute engulfing candles. That's more risky. I want to give you the most probable chances and the highest conversion rate for your trades. And if you want to do that, you're going to be patient and you're going to wait for your 30-minute engulfings. They don't come all the time, but they come. Trust me. Cool. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to wait. Like I say, sometimes we have a drop like this and we have to wait for a retracement up to at least the 21 moving average, and it needs to touch it. Even if you have to zoom in as close as, I don't even know how close you need to zoom in. Sometimes you need to really zoom in. It needs to touch that moving average. And if it touches it, calm, and we get an engulfing off it, good. It can go further. As long as these lines don't cross up on any time frame or go in the opposite direction, and they're all still in conjunction with each other, we could come above the moving average. Like say here, look, we've come above both of them here. We've come above both of them there. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, perfectly fine. As long as they don't cross up and we get an engulfing, we can trade that. So cool. For the example we've had today, on Euro, we could even do this one yesterday that we got here at around 1 p.m. Did we get one before? No, we didn't get one. Obviously, we come to the markets at 8 a.m, innit? Come to the markets at 8 a.m. So before then, I don't look at any trades. We don't look at any trades before 8 a.m. Now, as you can see, after 8 a.m, which was here, technically we got this engulfing here. So cool. We can call this a first trade because as we've bounced off this moving average with this green candle, as you can see, obviously my candle's not green, it's blue. But this blue candle right here, I said it doesn't matter what kind of blue candle, it's blue. Yeah, cool. We'd enter at the close of this engulfing candle and we put our stops above the previous high. That's what we do. Enter at the close of the engulfing candle and put stops above the previous high. Would I have taken this trade? To be honest, Tyron would not have taken this trade. Why? Stop loss is way too big. Sometimes stop loss is way too big. I'm just not taking that. But what you do, you'd enter. If you want to hack that stop loss, oh, be my guest, buddy. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm not personally not doing that. And you want to target a 1 to 3. So even now, this trade would not have been here. Because look at that. We'd be well on our way. That would be lovely. But look, we're still not here. We're looking for a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio on every trade. But now, as you can see, since I wouldn't have taken that one, stop loss too big, we, by God's grace, got another engulfing right here. As you see, we have this green candle / blue candle going up and we engulf it. We close below the lowest point of this blue candle. So what am I doing? I'm waiting for that close and I'm entering upon that close. When I'm putting my stops above the last high, maybe give it a pip or two breathing room. And what we targeting, a 1 to 3. Yeah, targeting a 1 to 3. Put up, bop, 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 boom, and we've ticked it. Would have taken a while. Would have hit it in the mornings, but that's it. Another thing, when we hit a 1 to 2 risk to reward, break even. We don't need to lose any profits at that point. We don't need to lose any profit. Even if you want to take out partials at that point, if you're a partial guy and you eat partial pie, you can do that. But me personally, I'm just going to break even it and then we're going to let it run for the rest of the 1 to 3. Now, for the trade that happened today, as you can see, we've come up and we've touched at least this 21 moving average. We've had a blue candle and then a green and then a down candle engulfing it completely. So convincing. So what would I do there? I'd enter there, stops above the high, and target a 1 to 3. Simple as that. And we'll see how this trade plays out for the rest of the day. Now, you may be asking, okay, why didn't you enter this one? Because I entered on GU. Simple as that, but I actually did enter. Well, what happened is on GU, as you can see, I'm going to start on the 4 hour. We've crossed down. You can see we crossed up there. Now go to 1 hour. We've crossed down. Moving average 21 is below. We go to the 30 minute. Boom. We've crossed down. Moving average below. And then what did we have? What did we have? We had an engulfing right there on the 30 minute. And what did I do? I entered right upon that close and put my stops above. But there's 2 entries. Why is 2 entries? Because on the 45 minute, it also engulfed. Boom, shakalaka, boom. So I decided to enter again upon doing that. Now, and I'm targeting, obviously we have these are 4 hour lows right here. Oh, lovely liquidity. I just want them to be absolutely round through. I don't even care round through or wicked. I just want them here. So I am targeting for my first trade, actually for both trades, I'm targeting these lows really, but it can be a 1 to 3 for both of them. Now, let's go into my MT5 to kind of see how we're getting along there actually. So as you can see, I'm in. These are my 2 positions that I entered on my 10K. I think I'm risking just over 1%. As you can see, my balance is 10.245 up 2 something percent. And getting a bit of a retracement now. Probably don't mind. Probably coming to this hourly fair value gap or something. And I'm also in on my 50K stage 2, in which we are down like 7%. I'm not happy. I'll be honest. I'm not happy. I don't know how we got here, who, what, why, where, or when. But I probably explained in the last video anyways, to be honest. Yeah, I probably do. Probably did, sorry. So yeah, that's really it. Why is the second position in spreads are large then? Gosh. But yeah, that's really it. What's going on? What's going on? Why are we tweaking out like this? Is there news? Is there news? Bro, what's going on? Bro, what's happening? Oh nah. Lads, what is going on? This is extremely scary hours. I really don't want to fail my 50K. Tell you that. What is happening? It's looking like we're going to hit stops. And I can't afford that. I have to come out. Gosh. Damn, we got 1% left. What a video. Honestly. You should just hear it spraying the strat and... Lord, have we had news? Bro, I was not aware. I was 100% not aware. Okay, well, on my 10K, I'm going to... If we hit stops, we hit stops, innit? I'll still be above break even, but gosh, oh me, oh my. Oh, no, I need to be checking news in the morning. Well, yeah, that's it for the video, you man. Can't lie. I hope you lot understood. This is a bit of a mad thing that happened here, but
yeah, that's a strat for the most part. And yeah, also thing I didn't mention is check for news at the beginning of the day. Love.
Guys, I'll be back in a bit when I gather myself.